Students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Tariq Ashraf from University of Delhi. Today we are going to talk on module Evaluation of Social Science Libraries from paper Information Sources in Social Science. So students, let us see what are we going to learn from this module. The essential objective of this module is to learn about social science libraries and research facilities, to help users by guiding them to appropriate resources, to gain knowledge about collection and services of different libraries. Social science libraries have played important role in organizing and disseminating social science information and facilitating research. These libraries have served as useful resource centers and provided access to vital information to social scientists. Some of these libraries bring out various publications containing review of important social science literature. The role of some of these libraries in disseminating social science information is described as follows. The information about these libraries has been taken from their respective websites. National Council of Applied Economic Research is a very important library which is playing a very vital role in the field of social science research. Ever since its inception in 1956, the library has been an integral part of the institutions, providing research support to the councils, economists, as well as to policymakers, administrators, consultants, students, and others from all over the country. NCAR's collection development policy is guided by the Council's research requirements as well as a broader policy towards making it a prominent resource center in the area of economics. New areas include healthcare, infrastructure development, and the informal sector, among others. The library collection comprises of books, reports, and back volumes of journals and electronic resources, maps, and microfiche. NCAER Library provides a variety of services to researchers at the Council and those who visit the library for research purposes. It includes bibliographic services, reference service, photocopy service, resource sharing and interlibrary loan, recent editions, current awareness service in economics, latest working papers, Artha Suchi, and index to Indian economic literature. NCAER's journal collection consists of current journals, journal holdings, e-journals, Union Catalogue of Journals, Directory of Open Access Journals, and OpenJGate Open Access Journals. Thus, it can be seen that NCAR library is extremely rich library for economics and has a very prestigious contemporary and classic collection. It also provides best possible services to researchers and has excellent documentation facilities. Its journal holding is also very impressive, and back volumes of most of the prestigious journals in the area of economics are available at NCAER. It can be argued that these social science libraries have been playing key role in providing services to the scholars and researchers. These libraries have a vast repository of knowledge and provide literature on various social science subjects. Without access to these important libraries, it will become very difficult for social scientists to have access to these vital resources. These libraries also provide various services like documentation and access to electronic databases, which are not easily available otherwise to the researchers. These libraries also bring out various kind of publications from time to time to promote this research, and they also are depositories of various international organizations and collect this literature from across the globe. Institutes like Indian Council of Social Science Research and their National Social Science Documentation Center provide a very important help to researchers in terms of providing access to a large collection of books from reputed social science publishers both from India and uh, foreign countries. In a sense, these libraries are playing key role in the promotion of research by not only providing access to resources but also helping the scholars to locate right kind of information from right kind of resources. Hence, it is very necessary that these libraries are provided complete support by the funding agencies and their staff members are also well trained in understanding the information requirement of research and are also well versed with the research activities and research methodologies so that they can anticipate the requirement of the researchers and scholars and accordingly customize their services. Today, the information world is changing fast and we are moving fast from print resources to electronic resources. It becomes imperative on the part of these libraries to accordingly change their services and to focus more on electronic based resources and their services so that user is provided complete support in an electronic environment and he or she is able to access information from different sources. Today one of the challenge before the research community is of overload of information. In this process, libraries can immensely help them to find relevant information from these thousands of sources which are available through internet and other electronic databases. It is necessary for these libraries to extensively customize the resources and services and provide focused support to the scholars. The Institute of Economic Growth Library has collection on social science with an emphasis on development and planning. It caters mainly to the needs of research and training. It makes a special effort for procuring research publications, micro documents, serials, and official publications, which consist of books, journals, serials, government publications, annual reports, research papers, census reports. Economic Growth Library is considered as one of the best resource center in the area of demographic. Eminent demographers have worked at Institute of Economic Growth and its publication have accordingly grown over the years. Its collection of official documents like reports from government departments is also considered as one of the salient features of the library. Institute of Economic Growth Library also subscribes to a lot of electronic resources, which consist of databases like JSTOR, Indiastat.com, Capital Market, and has a sizable collection of about 200 CD-ROMs and equipped with 8 computers and CD drives to access these resources in electronic format. Institute of Economic Growth Library provides the following services to its user: online information retrieval, access to internet, access to email, CD-ROM databases, selective dissemination of information, current awareness service, bibliographic and documentation service, index of periodical literature, interlibrary loan, reference service, circulation service, and reprographic service. Thus, it can be seen that IEG provides almost all library services to its researchers so that researchers can access the resources of the library through through various systems and also access online information through internet or internet of the economic growth. Coming to some of the important libraries in the field of social sciences. The Institute of Economic Growth is an important institution. It is an autonomous, multidisciplinary center for advanced research and training. Widely recognized as a center of excellence, it is one of the India's leading academic institutions in the field of economics and social development. Established in 1958, its faculty of about 30 social scientists, which consist of economists, demographers, and sociologists, and a large body of supporting staff, focus on emerging and often cutting edge areas of social and policy concern. Many past and current faculty members are internationally renowned and award winning scholars. The library and its facilities are available to faculty members, Indian Economic Service probationers, and often other officer trainees of the institute. As stated earlier, Ratan Tata Library is one of the most equipped libraries in the area of social sciences and particularly economics, sociology, and geography. All services are provided to its users free of cost, and 64 computer terminals have been placed in the e-library for users for accessing internet, opaque electronic resources. Some of the important services being provided are as follows: circulation service, reference service, internet, email, CD-ROM databases, selective dissemination of information, current awareness service, bibliographic and documentation service, indexing of periodical literature, interlibrary loan, and reprographic service. Thus, it can be seen that Ratan Tata Library is playing an impressive role in the furtherance of social science, research, teaching, and learning in the country. Its library is one of the best equipped libraries in the country and it's known for excellent services. The ambience of the library is world class and several eminent scholars from abroad regularly visit the library and avail its services. Its collection is one of the best in the country and it has a large repository of print journals along with their back volumes in the area of economics and sociology particularly. Madras Institute of Development Studies Library is India's one of the leading libraries for research and references with a very good collection of books, journals, government publications for social science research. On an average, it adds to its stacks about 1500 volumes a year. The library's present collection is about 56,500 volumes. It subscribes around 190 Indian and foreign journals. Center for the Study of Developing Societies. The CSDS library is a specialized research library on the social sciences and humanities. Its collection reflects the interdisciplinary efforts and ethos of the CSDS. The library began its career with the founding of the center and developed initially in step with the research conducted there. It is a medium-sized library with more than 30,000 books and 5,500 bound volumes of journals and a modest set of reports and booklets. More than 100 journals are received regularly. Readers have access to two excellent electronic databases of journals, namely JSTOR and Project Muse. Center for Policy Research. Center for Policy Research, India's one of the leading think tanks, embodies a vibrant community that is committed to the highest standards of excellence in public policy research. An active academic life is sustained via resources that are available to all faculty members of CPR and in some cases to external partners as well. These resources include a well-stocked library, contemporary conference facilities, and information technology infrastructure. Center for Policy Research provides access to various external resources through membership or partnership with the external institution. CPR's library houses an impressive collection of books, periodicals, journals, and other documents on foreign policy, urbanization, governance, law, and other areas of CPR's focus. National Institute of Public Finance and Policy Library. National Institute of Public Finance and Policy is a center for advanced applied research in public finance and public policy. The three-storied refurbished library houses one of the largest collections of public economics books and reports among all research institutes in the country. The library is popular among researchers in the field of public finance owing to its extensive collection of central and state budget documents which have recently been digitized. The library is currently air conditioned with cubicles providing private workspace for visitors. Center for Studies in Social Science Library. The Center for Studies in Social Sciences, Calcutta, was founded in February 1973. The library comprises the center's own collection as well as that of the Eastern Regional Center of ICSSR. It is primarily meant for researchers, teachers in the social sciences, including postgraduate students, and serves over 590 registered members from various institutions and some 40 plus in house members. Tata Institute of Social Science. Tata Institute of Social Science Library, established along with the institute way back in 1936, is one of the leading social science libraries in the country. The library was named as Sir Dorabji Tata Memorial Library on 3rd May 2002 in the memory of late Sir Dorabji Tata. It is geared to meet the academic and research information needs of the user community. It provides a conducive environment for intellectual inquiry by providing user-focused services to obtain and evaluate scholarly information and knowledge. Since the library specializes in the field of applied social sciences, most of the collection reflects the same specialization. Nehru Memorial Museum and Library. The Nehru Memorial Museum and Library was established in the memory of Jawaharlal Nehru. It is an autonomous institution under Ministry of Culture of Government of India. Its library collections are enormous and diverse, ranging from books, journals, photographs, periodicals, newspapers, private papers, and oral history records. Currently, the library maintains a collection of more than 2.5 lakh printed books, over 1.5 lakh photographs related to Jawaharlal Nehru and Indian freedom movement, and around 8,000 audio tapes. Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics Library. The Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics is one of the leading social science research institutes in Western India. It carries out research on different issues of economics and politics. The library has one of the largest and most important collections of social science documents in India. It has quite a large number of publications on economics and allied social science subjects and successfully caters to the needs of scholars, academicians, policymakers, and other users working in social science subjects in India and abroad. The library extends membership to outsiders also and thereby performs the dual functions of an academic and a public library as well. Indian Institute of Public Administration Library. The IIPA Library is one of the major social science resources in India. It has a collection of about 2 lakh volumes of books and periodicals and receives 350 current journals. It is a depository library for the publications of the World Bank and has been accorded depository library status for the publications of International Monetary Fund also. The World Bank has recently set up a state-of-the-art information kiosk in the library to facilitate online access to knowledge portals of the bank and its associate institutions. The collection is particularly rich in the areas of public administration, management sciences, economics, planning and development, political science, sociology, rural and urban studies, gender studies, and environmental sciences. National Social Science Documentation Center. Established by ICSSR, NASDOC is premier social science agency providing access to a variety of resources to social scientists. It also provides several important services to researchers with following facilities: documentation, library and reference service, collection of unpublished doctoral dissertations, Research project reports current and old volumes of social science journals of Indian and foreign origin, compilation of short bibliographies on request, study grant to doctoral students for collection of research material from various libraries located in different parts of India. Financial assistance is provided for taking up bibliographical and documentation projects. Document delivery service is provided by procuring books and journals on interlibrary loan or by photocopying the documents. Short-term training courses are organized for the research scholars, social scientists, librarians and IT professionals to acquaint them with the latest information and communication technology and cyber cafe to facilitate access to internet resources and social sciences. Thus, it can be seen from the preceding discussion that there are scores of prestigious and important libraries in the area of social sciences in the country. These libraries are providing best possible services to the social scientists and researchers. They consist of a very contemporary and classic kind of collection of books and journals and other resources. These libraries have also modernized recently in terms of improved infrastructural facilities and also updated their resources, particularly in the area of electronic databases. Most of these libraries today provide access to a variety of electronic contents through internet, and they also provide similar kind of services based upon information and communication technologies. These libraries are playing vital role in the dissemination of information, and they are helping social scientists in carrying out research effectively. These libraries provide documentation and bibliographic services to the user so that they are able to locate a particular document immediately and without much problem. Similarly, in the area of electronic databases, they provide informations in the form of customized solutions and also undertake information literacy programs and orientation program so that electronic information is used effectively and also ethically. There is a need to strengthen these libraries further so that they can play more effective role in dissemination of information for research. Their staff needs to be augmented. Their infrastructural facilities also need to be improved further. Also, the capacity of the staffs needs to be strengthened by undertaking capacity building programs and providing adequate facilities. These libraries are future of the social science research in India as they store resources and provide access to these vital resources which are otherwise not available elsewhere. The collection of these libraries has improved over the years in terms of quality and the scope and the content. They have been able to get regular funding from different agencies and have accordingly provided a congenial atmosphere for research and learning activities. These libraries need to further work in the area of improvement of services so that user gets access to these resources pinpointedly and without wasting his or precious time. Today, libraries have to reach to the user as user neither has inclination nor time to visit libraries physically. Hence, libraries have to work on services to provide solutions which reach out to the user on his or her desk. Accordingly, these resources have to be discovered and have to be made available in various forms. Resource discovery of these vital collections is an important area in which these social science libraries have to work hard. Today, with the availability of information and communication technology tools, there are interfaces like discovery services which allows us to discover the resources more effectively. Maybe these libraries must work in the area of implementing these technologies and tools and discover these huge resources more effectively for the users so that these can be used in their research work. These libraries also need to provide a hospitable environment and make libraries rules simple so that researchers and scholars are not dated by too many rules. The staff has to be very pleasing and also effectively communicate and understand the requirement of the learning community. Only then the learning community will be happy to visit libraries and avail the services. We must remember that despite a large number of collection, it is the service which constitutes the most important strength of any public any institution's library. Hence, there is a need to work hard in the area of working in the area of improving services and bring out various publication based upon these services so that the researcher community, the users community is instantly updated through various technologies. Yet another important library is Ratan Tata Library, which is a part of Delhi University library system. Since 1957, when the Delhi School of Economics ceased to be an autonomous institution and its management was taken over by the University of Delhi. The Ratan Tata Library now serves postgraduate students, research scholars, and faculty members of the Delhi School of Economics University and its affiliated colleges. Ratan Tata Library is one of the most prestigious libraries in the country, particularly in the area of economics, sociology, and geography. It has very high, rich collection of books, journals, and provides access to huge number of electronic resources in the area of social sciences. Besides the regular members, scholars from India and abroad visit the library for varying periods and make use of its valuable resources. The total collection of the library at present is about 3.25 lakhs, including books, bound volumes of periodicals, governmental reports, documents of international organizations, and electronic databases. The library has been designed and designated as a depository of publications brought out by the United Nations and international organizations like FAO, ILO, IMF, IBRD, GATT, etc. The library has also exchange agreement with about 70 institutions all over the world and receives publications in exchange of Indian Economic Review and occasional papers published by the Delhi School of Economics. In addition to the Ratan Tata Library, the books and periodicals resources of various libraries situated in an outside library are made available to the members of the RTL through Delnet. Thus, it can be concluded that there are several important libraries in the field of social sciences which are playing very crucial role in promoting research. These libraries provide access to scholars, teachers, learners, and the students and have a vast amount of literature which is not only current and updated but also globally in terms of its scope and reach. These libraries provide several kind of services like interlibrary loan, circulation services, and documentation services. They provide reference services to the scholars, research scholars, and help them to find relevant research papers and other research material from different sources. So these libraries, in a sense, are playing key role in helping the researchers to undertake the research projects effectively and to conduct research more purposefully. Without support from these libraries, it will not be possible for large amount of scholars, both from India and coming from abroad, to take their research and complete this research projects effectively. They they access libraries not only for their research purposes and for their literature search, etc., but they also depend on their services which are value added in terms of their scope and reach. Today, these libraries are also in the process of transforming themselves into learning resource centers. They are moving fast from their print resources to electronic resources. Most of these libraries provide access to globally acclaimed electronic information resources, and they have a vast array of databases available for researchers. Their membership is open to these research scholars, and most of these libraries provide these kind of facilities without even charging. There is a need to strengthen the services of these libraries to improve their ambience and to have more resources so that the research scholar is able to access them and also to benefit from the resources which are available. These libraries must start also more rigorous process of selecting their resources and also to strengthen the scope of current resources so that researcher is not researcher is not dependent on other institutions for research work and is completely at home at these places to get whatever is his or her requirement in research. These libraries must also train their staff sufficiently so that they can understand the application of modern information and communication technologies effectively and access users and provide access to user from different locations also in an online environment. Thank you.